In our last video, we picked up this crashed 2006 Harley Davidson Lowrider from auction. It was pretty rough looking. There was lots of scratches, bent bits, broken bits. We got this thing running, removed all of the tins, got them down for paint and panel, but we still have heaps of work to do to get this thing looking good. So let's get cracking with that right now. Hey everyone, obviously the shed's a bit barer than normal when we're out here. Yeah, we've actually sold the property, so been through a little bit of stuff in the last year. That's why there haven't been any videos and stuff, but today's our last day here, so everything's gone, and yeah, we've got a new setup now, so it's been a while, but that's why. So just saying goodbye to the space where we've made some pretty cool bikes, done a lot off camera that you haven't seen, as well as the ones on camera. So sad to see it go, but you know, we're on to something else now. So anyway, that's it for here. All right, so we're back here working on the Lowrider today. Now, I noticed something in the rear end here. It didn't look like the tyre was centered between the two struts, and I thought the struts might have been a little bit bent, so I went to have a bit of a look at it and just started measuring a few things and looking around. Unbolted the shocks there, but you can see on the back of the gearbox housing where the swing arm bolts in, we've got that nasty split on it. So what we're going to have to do is take the gearbox out. So that's a bit of unexpected fun, but something I haven't done before. So we'll look at the service manual and have a look at what we need to do and whip that out for a bit of a better look at it and see what we're going to do to fix it.
So that's it. It's split on the top and the bottom. It's blown this whole back section off and down to the mounts there. Oh no! So I've got I guess three, plan A, B and C. Let's just call them that. Plan A, we'll go and see my friend Eric, who's a boilie. He's welded some engine mounts and stuff on some stunt bikes and things before, some Harleys and casts, so he knows what he's doing in that regard. If he can't fix that, then I start looking for someone who's got a blown up transmission. And if I can't find that, we've got a new transmission to buy. So obviously, yeah, in terms of cost effectiveness, having it repaired is probably going to be the cheapest. If I can find a total housing and change that over, then that's going to be the next. And buying a whole new trans, I don't really want to do it, but you know, if I'm forced to, I'm forced to. So we'll see what we can get done. But yeah, let's keep going and get this trans out. The next step here is we need to remove this outer sleeve. I don't have, there's a tool that sort of locks in on the back of this ridge here and winds in the end and pulls it out. I don't have that tool, but I've got a Dremel, and I was speaking to the guys at the bike shop and a couple of mechanics, and they said, yeah, these things are that hard most of the time anyway, that you just wind up cutting them anyway. So we'll get into it with the Dremel. We'll be careful we don't get onto the shaft there, and yeah, we'll see how we go cutting that out. So I got stuck into the bush with the Dremel and got it off there. So I haven't ever taken this apart before, so what I'm hoping is going to happen is I'll undo these bolts, so I'll pull the cassette out from this side and it'll all come out, and I'll be left with just the pulley on here, and then I won't need to get a really deep, I think it's 2 1/4 inch socket, to be able to remove this nut and throw the pulley on our new transmission, which is sitting down here. So really hoping that's the case, because yeah, if this shaft just comes straight out, then I can get a regular one from local tool store and we'll be sweet. So we'll try and pull that out and we'll see what happens in regards to that. All right, cassette out. Pretty happy with that. It's always good to learn something new. I'm just going to slip it straight inside this new case here for safekeeping. So I've just slipped it inside the new housing there. Obviously got a few bits to put together, and I'm not going to bolt it in because I have to put the pulley back on this one. But yeah, really happy. That means I can go to the tool shop and get a regular socket for that, which is unreal, because yeah, I want to try and get this done in the next couple of days and get the bike back together. So I underestimated just how strong this socket was on there with my little pathetic rattle gun here. Luckily, one of my mates swung by. He had a 3/4 inch drive one, and we managed to buzz that pulley right off. So with a little bit of finagling, I've got the transmission fitted back into the frame. Eventually. Eventually. It's actually a little bit of a tight fit in here. I had to use some ratchet straps that you can see there over the frame to get a better angle on the back of the engine and get this thing in easier. It did eventually go in. Well, got the transmission back in the bike. It's all just loosely pushed in. I haven't done up the nuts on the back of the bolts yet. But yeah, it's good to not have this busted one in there. I'll just wrap it up here tonight because I want to get some axle grease for that bolt before I put the swing arm back in. It's just chilling on the ground over there. But yeah, pretty happy to have got that back in. It's a lot nicer looking at it with that back in, and it'll be killer hopefully in the next couple of days to have this all back on the ground. Then it was just a matter of reinstalling the primary, getting all the covers back on, and we were done for now. Alright, we've got the new transmission case in, fitted all of the cassette, the primary's back on. Still some damaged stuff sitting there, but I've stripped it down a little bit more, taken the horn off. I really want to get out and give this a big pressure wash, but we will leave that for the next video. I'm absolutely stoked to have got this transmission put back in the bike after finding that unsuspected damage and really not knowing what I was going to do about it. Stay tuned. Next video, we're going to tear into more of this bike. We'll do some stuff on the front end and give it a bit of a clean up. Try and get this thing looking good again. Thanks, guys. Catch ya.